Hey, how are you? I called you because I wanted to borrow your earphones for tomorrow.
Sure, mother. Why do you need it?
I have a telephonic interview tomorrow and my earphones don't work properly.
Oh wow, that's nice. Which company?
It's called White Mask. It's in Hyderabad.
That's awesome. Are you prepared for it? Do you need any help?
No, I think I will do fine.
What preparations did you do?
I didn't prepare. I will directly go to the interview. My friend told me interviews are very easy. We just have to keep talking. Plus, it's just a phone interview. It will not be so important.
I don't think you should think like that. I would suggest you do a mock interview with someone.
I am okay. When can I come to collect the earphones?
Okay, as you wish. You can come today at 4.
Awesome. Thanks.
Okay, sounds perfect. Bye.
So, Madhav thought that you do not need to prepare for a phone interview. Is that right? Let us find out. Welcome to your Future Perfect class where you learn English, 21st century skills, and many different things. Today we are going to focus on how to succeed in a telephonic interview. What do you mean by a telephonic interview? It is one of the rounds during an interview process. Usually, in a telephonic interview, they will ask you questions about your life events, skills, work experience, if any. We will learn about what exact questions will be used during a telephonic interview. But before that, what do we mean by succeed? We need to give our best in order to impress the interviewer so as to they think that you are the best person for the job you applied for. Before we learn and understand how to prepare for a telephonic interview, let us see Madhav's phone interview and see how it went. Hi sir,
Hello, Madhav. Good afternoon. How are you?
very good.
Okay. So, this will be your second round of interview.
Yes sir.
I can hear a lot of disturbance, Madhav. Can you move to a different place?
Sir, I am near my balcony. It is too hot today, sir.
Okay, Madhav. Can you talk about your life in 2 to 3 sentences?
Yes sir, sure. In my life, I did many events and made a lot of friends. What? I'm talking on the phone.
Hello? Hello, Madhav?
Sorry sir, my brother was disturbing. So, I have 4 people in my family and they are very excited for me to get the job.
Okay, Madhav. Can you tell me what interests you in this role?
Sir, I love the company and the job. It is my dream job and I cannot wait to start working.
Okay, Madhav. Thank you for your time. I will email you the result of this interview.
Okay sir, thank you so much. As you saw in the video students, Madhav's interview was not at all good. Do you agree? Why is that? It's because he did not prepare for it and did not know how to answer or how to behave during an interview. Don't worry, I'm going to teach you how to answer in a telephonic interview, what are the questions that will be asked, and how to prepare for it. Firstly, you need to do some research on the job and the company or the organization that you will be applying in. Why? Because you need to plan what you will be talking about based on the job that you are applying for. You need to be able to relate your skills with what the employer is looking for. The second step would be to keep your resume in hand. Why? Because you could refer it in case any questions regarding your college, work, or skill is asked. The interviewer will always ask you questions based on your resume and what you have mentioned in it. Third step is to communicate clearly. You must practice a mock interview before the actual interview. This will help you boost your confidence and motivate you to do better. By communicating clearly, I mean you should follow these steps. Do not shout or speak loudly. Speak very clearly. Know what you are talking about. Do not make any false stories. Be in a place where no one disturbs you. Try to speak slowly so that the other person understands what you are trying to say. Start and end the conversation with a greeting. In the beginning, say good morning or good afternoon, and in the end, say thank you. It was nice talking to you. Fourth step is to think about the questions that you would want to ask the employer. This is very important as this shows that you are interested in the job and you have done your research before applying, which is a good thing because it shows that you are committed and take ownership. As we saw in the previous video, Madhav did not do any of this, which is why he will not get the job. Now, let us see some of the common interview questions that people get asked. Remember that the questions they ask is an opportunity for you to let them believe in your work. They need to feel that you are the perfect candidate for the job role, and to do that you need to follow the 4 steps that we talked about. Number 1 on the list is tell me about yourself. What you need to do here is talk about your skills and how they will add to your job role. You need to talk about your life experiences and summarize your life, what you learned and how you develop your skills. Number 2 is why did you apply for this job or what interests you in this job role. Here, the interviewer wants to see how excited you are about the job. What are you looking for in the job role? And tell the company what you are going to do for them so that they see some value. Number 3 is what are some of the strengths and weaknesses? Here for strengths, you need to talk about the skills that are required for your job role and base your answer on that. For example, if communication is the skill required for your job role, you must talk about it as your strength. For weaknesses, you must be honest about it and tell them what skill you want to work on and how you plan on working on it. Number 4 would be, do you have any questions for us? This is very important, students. Here you will ask questions about the job or the organization. One such simple question would be, how would my day look like every day? So, follow these steps and ask these questions in order to succeed in any phone interview. The reason why we are learning this, students, is to understand the importance of interviews and take it seriously. This will make your career and help you get a job. This will also increase your confidence and help you develop your skills. Let us now practice this with a very interesting activity. Think of this as your phone interview. You will answer a few questions that I will ask. I will ask you questions and they will pop up on your screen. You need to answer the interview questions and write them down in the answer box. Make sure to think before you answer the questions. Your answers can be short. We are doing this only for practice. Let us begin. Your first question is, talk to me about your life in a bit. Your second question is, what do you want to do with this job? Your third question is, name 2 areas of development. Awesome, students. Here I will talk about some tips and tricks and some do's and don'ts. Some tips and tricks are, be confident. Keep your notes and resume ready. Practice before your final interview. Listen to the questions and the interviewer very carefully. Be ready 15 minutes before the interview. If your interview is at 5, don't start preparing for it at 4:58. Keep your notes and resume ready. And lastly, ask the interviewer questions about what the next steps are. When would they like to call you again? Would they like to meet you in person? You need to ask these questions before you end the interview. Now let us look at some don'ts. Do not interrupt in between. By this I mean, when the other person is speaking, wait. Let them finish and then talk. Do not take the call on speakerphone, because the interviewer might not be able to hear you properly. Do not sit in a room with a lot of noise. Avoid areas with a lot of background noise. While giving the interview, do not do anything else. Don't drive, don't cook, don't eat. You need to be focused on your interview and focus on how to answer your questions properly. Do not talk too much. By this I mean, your answers should only contain the necessary details. They should not have unnecessary things like who your best friend is, what you ate, where you went for your holidays, etc. Do not answer if you did not understand anything or if you did not hear them properly. It is okay to ask them to repeat themselves or to explain themselves if you did not understand anything. To summarize, let us look at interview answers Anuja has recorded for you.
Hello, I am Anuja. I have done my BCom in computers and I am currently looking for a job. As a student, I have always been excited to participate in events where I have to speak, like debate, elocution, just a minute, etc. I feel this is my strength. I am very confident when I am talking in English. One thing I would like to improve in myself is I think too much about how I work, so that sometimes gives me a lot of tension, but I am working on it by creating short-term goals.
That's all for today, students. Please watch the video again and practice before your interviews. Bye.